All right, Shalom, Mike. First and foremost, I'd like to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham, Racha, Kodash. I'd like to give double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. I'd like to say Shalom to the elect that's teaching His word in all truth, faith, and sincerity. And today, I just want to get into a lesson entitled It's Over for Edom. Which we know in these modern times is the self-proclaimed white man. He's the one that's in power, you know. But now we at the end of his run. And there's a few indicators, to show that we at the end of this man's his reign of terror is pretty much just him being identified. That in itself, you know, uh weakens the structure of this man and his rulership. Because this devil, does things under the banner of secrecy. He deals in darkness, and he never wanted to be found out. Matter of fact, let's start off with this in the book of what's that? The book of Genesis, the 4th chapter, concerning Cain. You have ears to hear. We know that Cain is really Esau in a reincarnation. Even when you go into how, matter of fact, let's start at 1. We'll jump down. Genesis 4:1. And Adam knew Eve his wife, and she conceived and bare Cain, and said, I have gotten a man from the Lord. And she again bare his brother Abel, and Abel was a keeper of the sheep, but Cain was a tiller of the ground. So as you can see, even the parallels, the certain parallel, one parallel, one similarities. Just like Esau, Cain was born first. And ultimately when you read down, you said this sibling rivalry where ultimately he had this devil Cain put Abel to death. And that spirit, that desire transferred to Edom when ultimately the birthright was given to Jacob. And this man's desire was to kill Jacob. But let's go down, because one of the things that was going to lead to Edom's downfall, the so-called white man, the first step is him being found out. Before you catch the fugitive, you got to identify him first. It's a murder on the loose. Now you got to find the murder weapon. Now you got to find the murderer. So this is Genesis 4, and I started 13. It reads, And Cain said unto the Lord, My punishment is greater than I can bear. Behold, thou hast driven me out this day from the face of the earth, and from thy face shall I be hid. And I shall be a fugitive and a vagabond in the earth. And it shall come to pass that everyone that findeth me shall slay me. See, so that was in his spirit, to not be found out. And you will have, a simple Christian would say that was it after the flood. That, no, that spirit came back as Edom, man. Because he also is driven to be hid. He don't want to. He's also that fugitive. This nigga everywhere else but Mount Seir. So matter of fact, let's get some real quick concerning how even Edom and him being exposed will lead to his downfall. This is the book of Genesis 49. And verse 10, it reads, But I have made Esau bare. I have uncovered his secret places, and he shall not be able to hide himself. See? Because this man is he constantly I say he dwells in the shadow of secrecy. He works in the darkness. This devil, he's really a nocturnal animal. Matter of fact, let's see what it says in the NLT. Let me pull another tab. Let's see what it reads in the NLT. Genesis 49. And Salakia, Jeremiah 49 and 10, it says, "But I will strip bare the land of Edom, and there will be no place left to hide. His children, his brothers, and his neighbors will all be destroyed, and Edom itself will be no more." So it says nowhere place to hide, because now the light is on the earth, man. And as you can see, let's go back. Shall not be hide itself. His seed is spoiled, and his brethren and his neighbors, and he is not. See, that's going to be the results of him being revealed first. Because that seed, that's the latter end. See, this is the time where he's about to be spoiled. He's about to be overthrown. But the first step is he got to be exposed first. And this is where we at. Everybody know who the so-called white men are, man. The Edomites. And let's just say, even these people, they know about the bankers. They know Amalek ain't shit. They see the dirt that's being pulled up on Amalek, small hats. So on all levels, let's just say you don't know he's an Edomite. You know this nigga has no business to be on the earth running shit. Matter of fact, it's another scripture, the Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 1. Because the light is on the earth now. That light on the earth, so everything is now being exposed. Oh, it talks about that also in Ephesians. It talks about matter of fact, let me get it. I don't want to butcher it. I think it's Ephesians, the 5th chapter. Bear with me. Everything is being made manifest. Right. Ephesians 5 and 11, it says, "And have no fellowship with the unfruitful works of darkness, but rather reprove them." And that's this devil. He's the perfect example of the unfruitful works of darkness, man. There's no life. It's nothing profitable that comes from what this man put his hands to, man. The results is always different. As you can see, the commandment says to reprove them, man. It says, "For it is a shame to even speak of those things which are done of them in secret." And the things that are being done in secret now even being exposed. Just for an example, the Bohemian Grove. That's all I gotta say. And you look into you really dig into that, and you will see, man, the people that's in power are sick. It says, "But all things that are reproved are made manifest by the light. For whatsoever doth make manifest is light." See, light is being shed on who the wicked is in the earth, man. Which is the so-called white man, which are the biblical Edomites. The biblical Edomites, those are the wicked. And we saying it. Just look how this nigga run the earth. Look at the laws he passed. Look what he accepts. Look what he rejects. Show you this is the devil that the Bible speaks of. That wicked. So let's get this in the book of Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 1 and verse 7. It reads, "For the spirit of the Lord filleth the world, and that which containeth all things have knowledge of the voice." So this is what you see in today. That light covering the earth. It talks about also how the knowledge of the Lord, the knowledge of the glory of the Lord shall cover the earth as the waters cover the sea, man. So, hey, that the light is on the earth, man. Like I say, even people they ain't gotta know the Edomites, but they know about the bankers. They Rothschilds is in their mouth, and they'll look at those so-called Jews as a fucking counselor, man, which they are. As they see these things unfold, as that light, as we get closer to the perfect day, things begin becoming clearer and clearer, man. It says, therefore, he that speaketh unrighteous things cannot be hid. See, because in today's time, these people have been so trodden down by this system, their minds has been downgraded, being on the watch this man. They don't know who ruling. At best, a nigga might say the president, or depending on what region you're in. But really, it's these bankers. They calling the shots. They got the funds, the influence to set up who they got to set up, pass what they got to pass. It says, but he that speaketh unrighteous things cannot be hid, neither shall vengeance when it punish shall pass by him. Why? Because the vengeance is for him. See, this is the time where he's about to be indicted on all these charges, man. As we just read in Genesis 4, pretty much, this nigga pretty much put in his mind that he was going to be that fugitive. He was going to run away from this judgment. But it's not the case, man. You've been found out, and that vengeance, it said it's not going to pass by you. That's talking about the missiles, man. The during World War III, the target will be America, as well as other parts of the earth, of course. But the bulk of the judgment, the scriptures talk about how this whole landmass will be destroyed, man. This is this man headquarters. This is his baby right here, America. The so-called white man. All these trends you see throughout the earth, the influences, is because of this whore, man. Babylon the Great. So that isn't that the missiles ain't gonna. It said it's gonna leap over mountains, man, to get to this place. But just going back to the point is that man that's speaking unrighteous things, he's gonna be exposed now because of that light. Matter of fact, continue on. It says, for inquisition shall be made into the counsels of the ungodly, and the sound of his words shall come unto the Lord for the manifestation of his wicked deeds. See? So when we cross-examining all these questions being brought up and his answering, like it all goes back to E. You wonder why things are in the worst condition that has ever been. Even you arguing with your woman. Guess what? Best believe we can trace it back to Esau. Whether she was watching Housewives or she seen something on social media that it is a certain standard that you ain't meet, whatever. The things that's the reason why things are fucking the state it is in because of this devil. Or even talks about how that red horse was given power to take peace from the earth. Now, of course, that's concerning war. But on all levels, you ain't at ease. From a cough to you having, when I said problems with your woman, it's not no peace being under the watch of this man. Being under this man while he got power, man, ain't nothing gonna go right. But we see that this is who he is. Him being find out who he are, man, show that we are at the end. Matter of fact, I'm gonna end off on this in the book of Second Thessalonians. Let's get that real quick. I'm gonna start at 1. Matter of fact, it says, now we beseech you, brethren, by the coming of our Lord Yahushua Mashiach, and by our gathering together unto him, that ye be not soon shaken in the mind, or be troubled, neither by spirit, nor by word, nor by letter, as from us, as that day of Yahushua is at hand. Let no man, and these are the things that have to happen before that day comes. It said, let no man deceive you by any means, for that day shall not come. See, the return of Yahushua. These events have to take place. It said, except there come a falling away first. And yeah, of course, you had 7 AD. We were driven forth out of our land. We came over here as slaves to Babylon, as well as we were scattered. We didn't have our identity, you know. But now we are in the restoration part, being restored. Ezekiel 37. That had to happen. And we in the process in now. That the Israel coming together, the skin that now we got the breath, we're prophesying against this devil. So we in the restoration part. It says, and that man of sin be revealed, the son of perdition. See? So who is that guy? They ain't talking about the you know what I mean? It's this the Antichrist. The nigga was born on a full moon. He gonna take office in 2028. No, that's concerning the so-called white man Esau Edom. He is that son of perdition. Matter of fact, let's get something real quick because before I get that precept, let's get that word perdition. Let's show you it's talking about Edom. What's that, Roman 9? A vessel fitted for destruction, perishing, ruin, destruction. And they got to throw hell in there, man. But that's where he's going to go. He's going to go to hell, which is slavery, man. He's going to go to the bottom of the totem pole. How you got these nations, this ranking system. Israel's going to be on top and Edom is going to be on bottom, man. When you read Psalms 18, it talks about how our enemy is going to fall under our feet. But going back, he's the son of perdition, the son of destruction. So let's get some real quick in the book of Malachi 1. And verse 3, it says, and I hated Esau and laid his mountains and his heritage waste for the dragons of the wilderness. See, that's going to be his reward. That's his heritage. That's what he's going to that's what he's going to be looking forward to, which is the total annihilation of Babylon the Great. When you read Isaiah 34, even on Revelation 18, it talks about how ultimately it's going to be desert creatures to dwell here when the smoke clear and the dust settle. And I ain't no telling how long that's going to take. But when everything's said and done, when everything done, this place is going to be a huge desert. And nothing but desert creatures is going to dwell here. That's Esau's heritage. That's going to be his reward. It says, whereas Edom said, we are impoverished, but we will return and build the desolate places. Thus said the Lord of hosts, they shall build, but I will throw down. And they shall call them the border of wickedness, and the people against whom the Lord have indignation forever. See? So the Lord, he really set this man up to be destroyed, man. And then as you can see, it talks about how they are the border of wickedness. See, they ain't called the wicked for nothing, man. Look at, you got seedless fruit, you got chemtrails, and nuclear waste, air pollution, forever chemicals. These terms came under the watch of Edom. Who else could this be talking about, man? The wicked. So going back to 2 Thessalonians 2, jump down to verse 8. It says, and then shall that wicked be revealed. A capital W. See, the Lord ain't just called this man wicked. because he hung a couple of niggas, man. No, of course he touched the apple of the Lord's eye, but life itself is being attacked under the watch of this man, his influence, and his laws and legislations. Somebody got to, call these, that's why the Lord got the prophets to call them out, man, to point them out. That light on the earth so he can be revealed. Matter of fact, let's see what that wicked world wicked is. Talks about how this man passed unrighteous decrees and right grievousness. Okay. It says that world wicked, destitute of the Mosaic law, in which of course this man everything is contrary to Yahweh Shema Shah. When we read, going back, jumping up to 2 Thessalonians, the second chapter. I didn't read it, but it said he opposeth and exalted himself against the Most High. And that's these laws on even this man, his ideology of evolution. Let's see, in the Strong's it says lawless. Yeah, not subject to the law. Oh man, I gotta get this. The prayer of Ezra, verse 9. No, verse 8. It says, and thou didst deliver us into the hands of lawless enemies. Yeah, this has been the worst captivity ever, man. Even though we had these other nations, they did horrific things, but they still had a standard, But with this man, they regarded not the oldest young nigga will get the biggest Jake and pop in front of everybody, man. That's a sick guy. Yeah, the term butt breaking. Who else lines up with this? It says, and thou didst deliver us into the hands of lawless enemies, most hateful forsakers of the Most High, and to an unjust king, and the most wicked in all the world. See, and that's concerning Edom, man. He's the most. He taught everybody. You think Pharaoh that guy? You think Pharaoh bad? And Nebuchadnezzar, Darius the Mede, whoever you want to think, ain't nothing topping Edom being the most wicked. That's why he's known as the wicked. He actually far exceeded all these other nations, Sodom and the neighboring cities. This nigga topped all that, man. So going back, finish it off. Second Thessalonians chapter 2 and 8. It reads, and then shall that wicked be revealed, whom the Lord shall consume with the spirit of his mouth. And that's what you got the prophets out here doing, man. Shedding light on this through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shema Shah. It says, and shall destroy with the brightness of his coming. See? So that's the beginning stage of this man's downfall, is him being found out. And everything else going, is going into motion now. Prophecy got a target, and that's Edom. And Babylon the Great, the venue. But it's over for this devil, man. Everybody know who you are. The spotlight's on you. And that's why this judgment is going to be for everyone to see, man. Back then you had those public executions. Well, that's how the Lord that ancient world spirit is already coming back. You see the prophets coming out, that spirit, these judgments, But it's over for these devils. So yeah, Akim, I just hope it will edify. I'd like to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham, Rakha Kudash. Double honors to the apostles and elders, great millstone. Shalom to the elect. This teaching's word and our true faith and sincerity. Shalom.